Hi, this is Peter Dorrington from the 1st Camelsdale Scouts, and today we're going to have a look at putting up tarps. So the tarp we're going to be using today is a DD Tarps 3x3 metre, which should be plenty sufficient to either sleep on the ground or put over the top of the hammock. Okay, so we're going to need 3 basic knots to put this up. There's going to be an event hitch, a tight tarp hitch, and an adjustable guy line knot. So we'll do the first one. When choosing the trees, you want to make sure obviously it's a live tree, preferably not a dead one, because if you're putting a hammock up it's going to need to support your weight as well as the tarp. Even if you're just putting a tarp up, it's going to put a reasonable amount of strain on the trees, so check that the trees are healthy, and I wouldn't go much narrower than this. So what we've done is we've found 2 trees that are suitable to put a tarp up between. Just laid the tarp out to demonstrate the sort of distance that we need. We need ideally at least ½ a metre either side of the tarp between the trees to allow you to put the knots and adjust the tarp accordingly. So the first knot that we need to use to put a tarp up is called an event hitch. What we're going to do is we're going to bring the line around the tree on the flat of the hand. We're going to lay it in the hand, we're going to wrap it around the hand once, like so. Now what we're going to do is turn the hand underneath both lines over the top. We're going to take our loose end, grab it with the finger and thumb and pull it through, or pull a loop through like so. Keep that tight and move the whole knot up to the tree. Okay, and the nice thing about this knot is it's a quick release knot. You can put a lot of strain that way, but if you want to undo it, just pull it quickly like so. Okay, so to see the event hitch again, bring the line around the tree, over the hand, over the palm, bring it around the palm once. Okay, and then we're going to put the hand under both lines, over the top, thumb through the loop and grab the spare line there and pull that through to create a loop. Pull that nice and tight, and then gently push that knot against the tree. And that is an event hitch. So we have the first end of the tarp up, and now we're going to put the other end up with a different hitch. So this is going to be the tight tarp hitch. So we're going to take our line, we're going to wrap it around the tree. I'm going to go underneath and over the top. And we're going to pull that nice and tight, like so, and pass that around the tree again. Okay, and we're going to create a triangle with the 2 lines. We're going to push the bite through that triangle and push the knot tight up against the tree. And then I'm going to do exactly the same again. I'm going to pass the bite through the loop and pull that tight. And now we have a nice tight line for our tarp. And if we've got quite an excess of line, what we can do is just hank this up out of the way so we're not tripping over it. So leave it nice and neat. I know I said at the beginning we were going to do 3 knots, but I will show you one additional knot that is very handy to keep our tarp in place. What we don't want is we don't want our tarp sliding up and down the line during the night and potentially getting wet if it's raining. So this handy little climbing knot or prusik knot can be added to keep the tarp in exactly where we want it. So I'll show you how that works. So we take a small loop or a small line of paracord and create a loop, and then we're going to put it over the line but keep it apart, and take the 2 ends and put it through 2 or 3 times depending on how secure you want it. So I'm going to put it through 3 times. So we run it through like so, and once more. Hopefully you can see. That's going to create some gripping loops on the line, like so. And how that works is I can pull in either direction as hard as I like, and the harder I pull, the tighter that prusik knot will grip the line. But what will happen is if I push the knot, it will slide easily where I want it. So the beauty is if I put one at either end of the tarp and then attach this part to my tarp loop, I can then position it and it will stop it from sliding into the middle during the night. So with the prusik knots on the line and attached to the loop of my tarp, what I can now do is pull this out nice and tight. And you see when I let go, the tarp will stay exactly where I've asked it to stay. So now we've got the tarp on the centre line out nice and tight. What we're going to do is we're going to set out the guy lines. So I have my peg that I made earlier, and I'm going to pull the tarp out at approximately 45 degrees angle, because we don't want it straight out, we want about 45 degrees. Okay, so I'm going to push out the pegs in as far as they'll go, and again at an angle so that the line doesn't just pull off. Okay, so the next knot we're going to do is the adjustable guy line knot. So I bring it around the peg, I come back up, I cross it over the line, and I'm going to go through the line. I'll wrap it around the line once, twice inside the loop, and I'm going to bring it above. I'm going to create a loop, push the bite through and pull that back tight. So again, it's a quick release knot. I can pull that to undo it, but it's similar to the prusik knot and it's gripping the line. So as I slide it up, wherever I leave it, that's where it should stay. Okay, just to show you the adjustable guy line knot once more, we're going to come round the peg with the line, go over, and then we're going to wrap the bite around the inside of that loop twice, like so, very similar to a prusik knot. Okay, then what I'm going to do is create a small loop, like so, and push the bite through it, like that, and pull that down tight. Now what I should be able to do is pull that line up nice and tight and let go, and the prusik style knot will grip the line. So we're finished with our tarp. The nice thing is all the knots that we've shown are quick release. So the adjustable guy line knot, again, I just pull and it comes undone. Okay, and it's always important to hank up the lines when you've finished, because you can almost guarantee that the one time you'll need your tarp is when it's raining. So you want to be able to get the lines out quickly without them being knotted. So again, we're just going to run the line around my open fingers. Again, there's a multitude of ways of doing this. Okay, take a bundle of line. Now run the running end around, and I just like to create a small loop, pull that tight, and that now leaves me with a hank of line that I can undo really quickly just by pulling. Okay, so we'll just do that again. I'm just going to hank the line around my open fingers, leave myself enough at the end. I can wrap it around the bundle, preferably at least half a dozen times or more, and then as I'm coming towards the end I tend to put my finger there, create a loop and pass a bite through that loop and pull it tight, and voila, we've got a quick release bundle of 9. So that's the guy lines put away, and now I'm going to show you quite a neat trick for folding up your tarp without having to put it all over a potentially wet floor. So we'll grab our prussic knots, and I'm going to grab halfway between the first two loops, and I'm going to push my prussic knot in and keep this out tight, and I'm going to do the same again. I'm going to grab halfway between the two tapes, and I'm just going to keep doing the same. So I've now got my tarp folded almost the right size to the bag. I fold it again. I'm ready to go. Start rolling that up and it'll be ready to go in the bag. So we've got the tarp folded, ready to go, and now what we're going to do is just roll in and make sure all of the guy lines stay inside. I'm going to roll this up. It should be ready to go in the bag. Just hold of that. And remember, we've got our quick release knots, so we can undo those. Hang the line around the tarp so it's ready to go the next time we use it. If we then keep this end tight against the end of the event hitch, we can do the same again, without the need to drop the tarp on a wet floor. Okay, and again a quick release knot, and you can just finish winding the rest of that line around the top. A small hank in the end. Ready to go in its bag.